feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of Double X.
Positive Power 21.org. Internet radio.
You're listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
All right. What's up, family? What's going on? Welcome to the Pearls of Veronica. That's right. I'm Jerry Royce Live Worldwide. I'm actually her co-host. I'm going to introduce you. This is her debut show right here on Positive Power XXL on a late night radio. That's right. Coming to you through Spreaker Radio. That's right. We're streaming online. If you guys want to go out to our website, if you're tired of going out to social media, just come out to our website, thepositivepower21.org. Catch all of our shows, catch all our TV episodes running in on Comcast in Atlanta, Georgia, and running over in Chicago and Memphis and those good places. So check us out at positivepower21.org. Okay. All right. Well, tonight, this is the debut show, like I said, with Veronica Brown. She's here to debut her new show. So we're going to kind of introduce her to the format, get her a chance to, get her feet wet a little dry run on live radio. And nothing wrong with live radio. And also you guys be able to catch a lot of our shows on demand. You can catch her on our website at positivepower21.org. Just look for live streaming and look for Veronica Brown. All right, let's bring her on and see how she's doing. What's up, Veronica? Welcome to your show. How you feeling?
I'm excited. It's new, a new adventure. I welcome it.
That's right. You never know how God leads you. You never know what path He's taking you down. So I know this is this kind of came out of nowhere on you. I'm not sure if you actually had thought about it, envisioned it one day, or heard a podcast. Say, oh, I wouldn't mind doing that. You never know how you speak stuff into existence. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we move into some questions. Tell everybody, who is Veronica Brown? Who is she?
Well, Veronica Brown is the daughter of George and Dorothy Clark. She is the sister of the oldest of three girls. I have three children. I have two daughters and one son. I'm the grandmother of two. And I'm a widow.
I remember that.
So I was married for 22 years.
Wow.
My husband passed away 5 years ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I love church. I love the Lord. And I just love being proactive.
Yeah, so you love people?
Yes, I'm a people person.
That's right.
I love people.
That's right.
I love people. I love serving.
Yeah,
it's about service.
That's right. That's what this is about. Serving them up some good information, giving them some good words of encouragement, inspiration, some food of thought.
Yeah.
That's right. All of that. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So we know a little bit something about you. So tell us a little bit about the format, Pearls of Veronica. Tell us, where that come from.
Okay. Pearls of Veronica was birthed from my journey, my new journey into widowhood. My husband was diagnosed with his cancer in July 2014, and he was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And the year before, my dad was just coming out of his bout with cancer as well. But I didn't know that during that time of helping my mom that God was preparing me for my own journey with my own husband. And Pearl was birthed because I was journaling and chronicling from the day he was diagnosed until the day he passed away. So for about a year or so, I was, journaling my feelings in a journal. I was journaling how it made me feel, watching my children, watching the family, talking about our village and how the village was helping us, as a family. And that's how Pearl was birthed.
Wow.
That's how Pearl was birthed. Pearl Veronica was birthed.
So, is it a book out there, or is one on its way?
There's not a book out yet. I think with me, I'm trying to overcome the fear factor of getting this book out, but I know with the right channeling and getting my name out there, I've been writing, but I just haven't gotten to that part. I'm just kind of get over the fear part. I'm kind of finished. I'm empty nesting. I've empty nested actually. So what I'm doing now is writing still, but I haven't published anything. So there are several things that I want to do with pearls. Like one is to write a book of pearls. The other is a journal with pearls and a calendar, or more so like a 90-day or 60-day or 365 book on how to deal with grief. So pearls came out of my grief.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of people dealing with stuff right now. So this book that you about to birth probably would be coming out at a very good time because, you, my family, we lost a person who was very close to us for many, many, many years. I mean, I've known this person since I was like in the first, second grade, dated a daughter for a few years. I had a child, so when you lose people, especially your seniors and, we know everybody got to go one day and, you think everybody going to live forever. Those that's been ahead of us and has been guiding us and leading us and mentoring, you just expect they're going to be around forever, and, of course, COVID changed the game, changed the landscape because now everybody's at risk now. Yeah. So it's not like, you say, I'm guaranteed a good 2 more years or a good, I live past half my life and I got another half to go. We don't know, so.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Got to stay prayed up. And, it's different
you
times.
Have to stay prayed up.
Yeah, it's different times we're in right now. So we're going to go back a little bit. We want to ask you, what was it like for Veronica Brown growing up in Savannah, Georgia? We all heard about Georgia, your Jim Crow, and a lot of the Georgians that were enslaved had to escape and made it to Florida with help of the Bahamians and help of the Somali Indians. They had to change their life. They had to escape Georgia. So tell us, what was it like growing up, for you?
Growing up in Georgia, Savannah is, people call it Slovana. It isn't that slow, but in my household growing up, we were really protected, and my daddy, we were kind of we were sheltered. So there were some things that were a shock to us once we stepped out from up under that shelter. But I thank God for the shelter and the protection of my parents. Because I see some of my, close classmates and associates. I see the path that they all have, some of them have taken. It was. My foundation was basically based on God. He was first. And we sang as sisters. We started out. Let's see, Dion, Veronica. We were the Clark sisters. We were the Savannah Clark sisters. It was a strict household. It was strict, kind of lenient to a certain degree, but I'm grateful for the upbringing. I was a tomboy, believe it or not. I know my pictures probably don't say or speak tomboyish, but yes, I was and still am a tomboy to a certain degree. Still, I had a pretty good childhood. We were in church, serving in the community, basically a lot of it was church service. I was in 4-H. We sang with a group in Savannah. It was the WSOK Youth and Young Adult Choir that came out when I was in 9th grade. We participated in that group. We recorded with, so we did a lot of singing. So you're going to hear me talk about a lot of singing. We did a lot of background singing for the Savannah Community Choir, which was under the direction of Eli McDuffie.
Right.
We sang with the, childhood was all about singing. We recorded with the Georgia Mass Choir when the Georgia Mass Choir first came out. We took summer vacations, doing in Savannah, you really didn't hear much of black families taking summer vacations, especially in my neighborhood. Wow. You didn't hear about a lot of black families taking vacations or having a father in the home. So we were one of 2 families that had a daddy in the home. Wow. So had that father figure there. So we grew up with a lot of oh, you think you're better than us? Y'all think y'all this? No, I really don't. Really, I don't.
Wow. So
you
what era?
think that, but I don't think.
So what era are you talking about? You talking about what, the 70s, the 80s? So where are you?
The 70s, about the 70s, because I was born in 67, so it was about the 70s.
Right.
The 70s.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Dion was born in 70, about the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, it was during that
we had
era.
a car.
Yeah, during that era, right? There wasn't a lot of families had cars, and you did have a lot of black men was missing in the homes during that period, because I guess because of the scarcity of jobs, a lot of men felt like if they can't support their family, they don't want to be there physically. So it was a difficult time. Yeah, the 70s was pretty rough. It was like the light didn't start shining on us until the 80s for a lot of us. We was moving on.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Sound like you had a very interesting childhood, one that you could reflect on and when it probably, moved you forward to be the person you are now. So tell us a little bit about your education. How were you educated?
I started in private school. It was at Raymond Junior Academy. I left there. That was many moons ago. Then I matriculated to Savannah High School. I started college at Armstrong. I didn't finish. I gave birth my freshman year in college. Went back to school after I gave birth to my baby. And then I went and got married. Didn't returned back to school and just start with school so that I could just concentrate on raising my family.
Right.
But I'm in the process of going back. I just got to submit some more items to Mercer, so I'll be back in school so I can finish. That's on my bucket list to finish.
Amen. So you said
it's never too late.
So you mentioned the word empty nesters. So that means your kids are moved on. In college, working. Where are they? Yes,
the last I call them the last of my Mohegans. My baby girl, who is 19, she's at Kennesaw State University on a track scholarship. Mm-hmm. So she just turned 19 in May. I began my empty nesting last year when I drove her to Kennesaw. My son, who is 27, he's back home now in Georgia. He was coaching and teaching down in Bradenton, Florida at Victory Rock Prep. Mm-hmm. It's a sports academy. It's a prep school. And my oldest, she's married with 2 children.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you. You guys did well. So we gotta give your husband some credit too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yes. He was. We always called him the silent partner.
Yeah, I feel you. But but the thing about it is,
I always tell the children. It
sounds like having 3 kids. A lot of times people have 3 kids. One doesn't make it. One is still home or haven't found themselves yet. Still testing the world. But that's good. All 3 of them, educated. The other one moving through. So now your daughter's the age of my daughter. My daughter be turning 20 in August though, but they pretty close. She's in college also. So, matter of fact, her and my son both going to be attending the same school this upcoming semester. That's what everybody working on right now. This is the week when this is the week you got to get those scheduled classes in. The housing money's going to be due, and then August, August right around the corner where they want that money. They want their money. So everybody's in that.
Well, fortunately for me, Olivia, that. She kind of handles that part of it herself. I know what's going on, and I just want her to learn to be independent of me and handle some things on her own. But she keeps me abreast, and I get emails of what's going on. But that part has been taken care of. So, I'm abreast of, do I need to put out any money this semester?
Right, I feel you.
We're dealing with COVID. We don't know how long they're going to be in school.
Yeah, that's right. And, my daughter, she's real good about handling her own business, too. She did her own transfer. She did everything. But baby boy, he kind of used to us, doing things for him. So my daughter's right there. I said, wow. I said, you could be perfect for working at the school or be a consultant for parents who are first year college students. It's pretty frustrating, pretty challenging because even though they, the schools try to give you as much information, it's still overwhelming for the parents, first time kids, especially, some of the parents never been to college themselves, so they don't know the formality and everything. So many different
Right.
offices and this and that, so it's good to have somebody helping you out. So I said, that might be a good business for you, because she did a real good job helping them
Yeah,
out.
that sounds perfect.
Yeah. So don't be stealing my ideas out there, because I know somebody listening.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody-
don't do that, okay?
That's right. Everybody trying to find a home base. They used to call it a home based business. Now they call it teleworking or streaming income, little technical terminology. Now they saying you got to have 7 streaming income. Back in the day, we used to just said you need to be Jamaican. Remember we used to say that? Because, in America, the Jamaicans were known to have a lot of jobs. So,
Yeah.
hard workers. Anyway, okay, let's move along. All right, so you got your empty nester, your kids are doing well. Now you podcasting. What do you hope to accomplish, serving, because it's a global podcast. So, this show goes all over the world. So, people are going to be listening to you everywhere. So what do you hope to accomplish? What do you hope to give your listeners, with the show?
What I hope to give my listeners for the show is my desire to inspire everyone with words of encouragement. As I tell how I'm going through this this journey into widowhood and how I've been able to stand, although it's been rough, and I won't lie, it's been rough. The tears shed late at night, crying when no one is looking, driving and crying. But I want them to get to know that grief is real and that you can get a grip on grief. You can get a grip on it. But you'll mourn for a short while, but you'll forever grieve that person. But it's in how you handle and deal with the grief. Don't get stuck in the grief. And I don't want my listeners to get stuck in the grief. I want them to see how I didn't get stuck.
Yeah.
And I want to encourage them not to get stuck.
Amen. So what do we have to look forward to? Are you going to have guests on the show, or is basically it's going to be your commentary that we be listening to?
I would love to do a mixture of commentary and guests, because I feel like if someone else tells their story besides me, it may help somebody else. It may not be the loss of a husband. It may be the loss of a child, or maybe sometimes grieving the loss of a job. Going through a divorce. Mm-hmm. So there are different types of losses, and that's my goal to do it, to have a mixture. To be diverse with it.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So we can help you out with that. Just let us know how we can help you.
Thank you.
Positive Power will be celebrating 7 years on December 21st of 2020, and
7 years.
Yeah. So we're excited. We got a beautiful radio family here. It does open up opportunities for you. When people connect, you can be connecting with people as guests. You may have an opportunity to do more speaking engagements. Now everybody going virtual. It's opened a lot of doors up for people where before, it was a little harder to do sometimes because of travel and expense and stuff like that, and selling tickets. Now people sharing information like the speed of the light. This is the information highway.
Correct.
Remember, we used to use that back in the day. The information highway. The web.
Yes.
So people are doing their thing. So we hope that this network will be able to open up a lot of opportunities for you. Especially a lot of the podcasters have shows that's being downloaded and airing and overseas on other radio stations and giving God the glory. So we got to give him the glory.
Yes.
Because of him.
You got to give him the glory.
That's right.
Got to give him the glory.
That's right. And also because you've been so successful with your children, a lot of people probably going to want to hear a little bit about parenting. How were you able to successfully keep your kids, intact, when your husband's going through what he's going through? That's not an easy thing for a lot of people. Some people can't even handle losing a pet. You got people who've lost dogs that were 16 years old and still, grieving right now. So, I can just imagine, losing your dad, especially at a young age when he hasn't really, he hasn't really fulfilled you feel like he hasn't really fulfilled his fatherly duties yet because you still got life and still want to learn more things about men and, raising a family. You need that. And you see now how a lot of young girls and even young men, I mean, you hear it all the time from young men, how, especially the athletes, how, what it was like for them growing up without their father, from the get-go, from birth, he wasn't there. So just imagine, So that'd be great.
With the parenting part, he had a very busy work schedule. He worked on the docks. He was a longshoreman, and a lot of times during the seasons where I'm gonna back up to when my son, when he was about 6 or 7, he played little league baseball and football, and during that particular season, he was able to be his third base coach. So he was there at all the baseball games.
Yeah.
He would come see the oldest girl cheer because they actually was with the same little league, the Carbon Heights Stallions in Savannah, which was a big organization back in Savannah, a very, very big organization, very family oriented as well. And he was hands on with him there. He really didn't get too much of a chance to see Olivia run track or cheer. Olivia's the baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
However, he would always call. I would always give him, like, I was the newscaster or the sports announcer. Okay, she's in lane 4. She did a 8.57. She did a 13 when outdoors. Like, she did a 13 something. So how many seconds she ran, and because she runs the 100-meter hurdles.
Right.
And I would give him, the play-by-play with that. Although he was a silent partner, he pretty much was the king of the castle.
Yeah.
He was that silent partner that, okay, he didn't believe in spanking because he just, I'm going to spank you, but he didn't believe in it. So we had 2 different methods of chastising, but it worked for our household.
Yeah.
It worked for us. And I also attribute it to our village. Our village comprised of so many ethnicities. It just wasn't my African American community. It wasn't just so much of the Caucasian community. During his illness, and I mean, my daughter had a cheer community from the high school, her all-star team, her middle school team, and my son's coaches. Everybody just pulled in, so that kind of gave them that balance, and knowing that also that my parents were there in constant prayer, my sisters were there. Different family members and friends, and people were always constantly praying. And I just tell anybody, prayer works.
That's
just
right.
pray, and more prayer. I know it didn't seem like some things may not come into may not manifest then, but I see my prayers have manifested in some things with my children.
Amen.
I see those things.
That's right.
I just kept my kids in constant prayer during the time, when he was first diagnosed. I look at how they looked at me, how I walked through the journey, how I handled their daddy, how I handled his illness. I traveled. I missed Olivia's. We missed, I want to say, almost all of our 8th grade school year because we was traveling back and forth to Noonan for his cancer treatment. And it was a learning experience. I learned a lot. My mom would travel, and I just thank God that my mom was there every step of the way.
Amen.
My mom, we give a shout out to Mom because Mom was there. She was that's my rider. That's my human navigator.
Yeah.
She was there. My mom really was there. My mom, my sister at the time was living in Germany. She was there. She just constantly was praying, sending prayers and scriptures. Just that everybody came to one accord so that we could function. It didn't look like it was functioning, but it was functioning.
Yeah, awesome.
In spite of what was happening with us, and with his health, and then, with his eventual, the day he passed away. I'll never forget that day.
Amen. All right. Our prayers stay with you, and our condolences to you and your family. All right, so we're gonna get a little personable with Veronica Brown. Pearls of Veronica.
Yes.
We want to know. It's been 5 years since you laid your husband to rest. We know you needed some time to get past that and catch up with some things. Were you dating, or are you dating now? Are you looking, to meet new men and test the waters a little bit?
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
I dated. I dated 2 gentlemen.
At the same time?
Not at the same time. I know that sounded like I dated them at the same time. No, I didn't date them. I didn't. They were like about, maybe I want to say like maybe about almost like about a year and a half before I dated again, because I met one gentleman in 2017. And I saw that begin to disintegrate, like this fall by the wayside. And I asked God to, that particular relationship, it broke me in a way that I know that God has strengthened me now, that it won't ever happen again.
Wow.
Because I had never dated anyone outside of my husband, like in a relationship. So that it was like, I'm grieving my husband now, I'm grieving this relationship. But God placed 2 young ladies in my life who went through what I was going through at that time.
Wow.
And they really spoke into my heart and into my, they blessed me. One would just send me scriptures with a text message or songs, to lift my spirits. And one of those young ladies is Monique Washington. Monique helped me a lot. And Kelly Cook. Kelly and Monique really, really helped me through this through that time. My 2 good friends helped me as well. Marva and Kimberly, they helped, because they could minister to me in my singleness, because I'd never experienced that before. But I learned from it. I wasn't ready. Wow. And I asked God to hire me for a year. So God hid me for an entire year where men did not say anything to me. Men would see me and not speak to me. They wouldn't acknowledge me. And I knew then that what I asked God to do, when I asked him to hire, I said, you hired me, show me. Show me who I am in this season.
Wow.
And so he began to show me, and I began to deal with Veronica, and I'm like, that's just a look. I wasn't ready. And I didn't know how to tell that gentleman at the time that I wasn't ready, but I didn't want to offend him. So I was like, yes, but now I know that I can say, no, I'm not ready. Right. I'm stronger now where I can say, no, I'm not ready. The last gentleman, I learned so much from him with the Bible. It was like a new awakening with the Bible. And it was just, I'm so serious, because there were things that I learned in almost a year with him that I hadn't learned in all the time I was at the church, at my home church.
Wow.
So it was like this new awakening. And I know that and that's a lot to be said, but this taught me to keep praying, keep fasting, seek God, ask for discernment, be patient. It will come. Don't rush the process. So right now we're both on a path where he's seeking and getting strengthening where he needs to be, and I'm doing what I need to do for Veronica, because I know that being in a relationship right now isn't going to work, not only for me, but not for Olivia. Olivia needs me. Olivia really, really needs me. Right now, I don't mind dating, but right now, Olivia is my priority. She needs me.
Yeah, fair.
My daughter needs me a little more now, because she's a daddy's girl, and she's still grieving her daddy. So one day I hope to have her and my son on as guests.
Yeah, we got to get them on.
Yeah, get them on. So they can tell the people how they're healing as children, how they went through the journey, how they're still in the process of healing.
That's right.
But I just right now with this podcast, when it was gifted to me, so to speak, I said, God, because I said a prayer, and then when it happened, I'm like, whoa, that was kind of fast, Jesus, but I think I am so serious, because I asked God to put people in my life that can help me grow Pearl.
That's right.
I want to see her grow. I want to see her expand. And I'm in that place where I don't have to be accountable to another human being. like far as like a spouse or in a relationship, I don't have to be accountable to that person. I'm accountable to God because of where my time is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have to focus so much on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too because, you know, I listen to a lot of, you know, of course, I engineer all the live shows and I get a chance to hear, you know, where all the guests are coming from. And for a long time, we entertain a lot of authors and a lot, you know, mostly the authors were writing, you know, sci-fi and romance novels, you know, when I first got started. So now I never got a chance to really listen to where people really are in their mindset like we are now, because now people are writing more about themselves and about their journey. And they're sharing, they're not afraid to be transparent. It's like now people I mean, it used to be so many secrets back in the day. You're like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was your name. People didn't know their parents' real name. It was so much secrets. So now people are a little bit more transparent. They're sharing so much now, and they're writing it out so they can get over it. And then they're sharing it to the world. And now with podcasting, because remember before we were so limited to just FM radio, and how often did you got a chance to listen to somebody share their journey? You know, like you do now. Like last night, I was listening to Steve Harvey share his journey when he, you know, through comedy, how he made it on TV and what that was like for him. And I mean, he was very emotional about it. And now it's opening up a lot of people, you know, seeing, and even Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Of course, they just went through a lot. This just passed, right? And so now, and that's something that happened, I think, years ago, but it hit the internet so hard. You know, so
yes, it did.
Yeah, but it's helping people though, because you know people never really communicated like they just wanted. You know, like especially African American and Hispanic, we just wanted to work hard, get our kids to the home plate. That was our goal, and try to get as far as we can on our jobs without education. You know, and now it's all changed now, where the parents are going back to school while the kids are in school. So now everybody's just absorbing a lot of information, but you know, it's like when we go back to learning each other again, you know, having family time and sitting at the table and talking out on our phones, you know. So I think these podcasts and YouTube and Vimeo, all those shows are helping people cope. You know what I'm saying? And deal with what they need to deal with, you know. So I think it's powerful what you're doing, and I commend you. And again, welcome to Positive Power family, and hopefully when we get past all this COVID,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, we do a lot of stuff in Atlanta, and that's how we met Mo.
Okay.
Mo was kind of real instrumental helping us get guests on our podcast, and then when we started filming and shooting in Atlanta, she was part of our television crew. And it was a very strong bond. The girls actually had but young ladies, we actually had a show on Friday nights that came on at midnight. Of course, a lot of that, you know, everybody got really, really busy and started putting out their own books and everything. So we had to, move past that. But still, everybody's, you know, still socialized on social media. So the connection was really strong. So we appreciate Mo finding you and leading you here.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it because I know God going to send you some people that's going to be like, we're going to be like, whoa, you know, you're going to be probably typing SMH in the text. You know, it's like, whoa, I wasn't ready for that one, Jerry, you know. So I'm
excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this path.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it.
That's right. We are too. All right, let's take a quick music break, and then we come back. We're gonna let you close out the show. You can pray us out, and tell our listeners what they have to look forward to. Okay. I know you shared a lot, but after this song, the Holy Spirit is probably gonna speak to you even more. Amen. All right, this one is called "I Just Can't Wait" by Stephen P. Stevens, award-winning guitarist. Uh-oh, I didn't hear something that come. Oh, okay, here we go.
Sitting here on this balloon, time standing still will drive you insane. Yes, it will. But I just keep picturing your pretty face. Oh, I just can't wait to get home to you. I just can't wait to get home to you. There will be lots of kissing and hugging, holding and talking and loving. You held us down when I was away. Babe, I'm counting every hour, every minute, every day, yeah. I just keep thinking about your pretty face. What I'm gonna do when I see you, baby. Woo. 'Cause I just can't wait to get home. I just can't wait to get home to you. There will be lots of kissing and hugging, holding and talking and loving. This has been such a great tour, but I can't take 1 second more. I'm gonna throw my bags down on the floor, yeah. Kiss your lips when I walk through that door. Girl, I just can't wait to get home to you, yeah. Yeah, I just can't wait to get home to you, yeah. And there will be lots of kissing and hugging, hey, holding and talking and loving. I just can't wait.
That was called I Just Can't Wait. Bye. Woo. Man, that song is powerful. David P. Stevens. Woo. Shout out to Desiree Benson, his manager and promoter. All right, we're back. We're back to Pearls of Veronica. I'm Jerry Woods, live worldwide on late night, right here on Positive Power, XXI. Don't forget to go out to our website. It's been newly designed. Easy to use it on your app. Find out everything that we're doing. And speaking of that, you guys know we're about to release our own in-house music video. That's right. You know, Positive Power got a new division called Positive Power, Double XI Music Group. That's right. We're going to be producing some music for children. You know, we can't be having our children listening to adult content all the time on the radio. So now we have our own devices that's Bluetoothing to our cars. We can switch over. That's right. So we're going to be introducing a lot of our music. You'll be able to find it on YouTube and Spotify. So one step at a time, y'all. So we're trying to introduce other other artists to follow suit, to at least produce at least one song for children. That's right. We can catalog it. All right, because there's a lot of stuff out there, but the kids can't really dance to it. You know, especially our kids, they got soul. They want to dance. So we got to give them some real, some decent lyrics. So right now we're about to release a new song called Old MacDonald Had a Farm. You guys probably remember that, but this one right here, this is a nice one. Got a nice flow to it, featuring Sky and Skeet Jones. You guys know Sky, she actually hosts a cable television show in Atlanta, Georgia called MVP with Sky, Top 10 Gospel Countdown. And, Skeet Jones is a puppet, but he got a little rhythm. He's cool. And his little sidekick, little Coy on the drums. So you get a chance to have your kids meet these creative characters, man. They like us, they cool. So we excited. So we're gonna be working on a couple TV shows and some short films for the kids when we go on tour. So that's the plan for 2021. So we're in production for the rest of 2020 because we have no choice, right, Veronica? We're in production.
That's right.
That's right. All right.
That's right. You are correct.
That's right. Making connections. So we're excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people have called me and they really excited. I would like to see what they're going to, put out and help us at least put an EP or something together, So hopefully this trend will catch on. That's right. I'm an influencer.
Yeah.
All right. That's what we do.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Cool. All right. So Veronica, all right, we got a few minutes left.
Yeah.
What's the night? What's the night? The night is what? Tuesday?
Tuesday night. Tuesday.
That's right. Batman, he has to go look at his schedule because I got to keep up with stuff. All right. Don't forget, y'all, coming up at the Veronica show is Paula G, the voice. That's right. She got she just came over from Survival Radio. We still keeping the owner of Survival Radio in prayer as he healed. And goes through his journey with health. He had a major surgery, they have a tumor removed, and so he's fighting back. Of course, it's going to be a slow process, but all of his friends and all of you guys keep him in prayer and keep loving on him, and so he will be back. I got confidence in God. All right, so meanwhile, Paula G is no stranger to Positive Power. She hosts a television show in Atlanta, Georgia, called My Journey with Paula G. She's also going to be found on Positive Power on Mondays at 10 o'clock. She co-hosts with and alternates weeks with Shay Samuels of the Red Room. This airing also in Atlanta, Georgia. So we got TV people in here, y'all. Don't forget about Lakeisha Mosley. Catch her on Mondays at 9 o'clock. Her show is totally transparent. If you missed her show this week, you got to go back and check out her show. She had an author on named Katie Dale, and she shared her journey dealing with mental health since age 16. And now she's an adult, and she journeyed it while she was living in a psychiatric ward. I think she was there for 8 months and married to a military man. And just recently lost an 8-year-old child. So that may be somebody we may want to have on your show. All right. Okay. Are you ready to pray us? You ready to give us your final thoughts for tonight's show?
Yes, I am. I want to encourage everyone to listen and take heed to what the Word of God has to say. Encourage them and encourage me as we go through this journey together. I'm excited about the doors that God will be opening. I'm excited to be with the family.
Amen. All right. You ready to pray us out, family?
Oh, yes, I sure am.
Amen.
Lord, help us to remember that no matter how dark our situation may become, you are the light of our life and can never be put out. No matter what dark clouds settle on our lives, You will lift us above the storm and into the comfort of your presence. Only you can take whatever loss we experience and fill that empty place with good. Only you can take the burden of our grief and pain and dry our tears. Psalm 4:1 tells us, hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have relieved me in my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. I pray for an added sense of your presence in our lives on tonight. Oh God, I ask that we grow stronger in these times and not weaker. God, I ask you to increase our faith and be not come with doubt. God, it's my hope that in the midst of our circumstances, we do not surrender to hopelessness. My prayer, God, is that we stand strong in your truth and not be swept away by emotions. In your name I pray, amen.
Amen. That was so beautiful. So we're glad to have you. We get to hear some beautiful prayers like that. And also, fam, don't forget, right before Veronica's show, this is probably one of those nights you just want to stay on Positive Power, because, we open at 8 o'clock with Bible study with Dr. V out there in Florence, South Carolina. And we hope to be, we hope to end our tour out there too in 2021. So, check us out, 8 o'clock. You catch Dr. V. And if you miss it, she's on Spotify, and it's called Transforming Lives Bible Radio Show. All right. And the producer's her son, Charles Singleton. All right. And also, they can be celebrating, I think they're celebrating 60 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. All right. We got a lot of people about to celebrate stuff. Paula Breon about to celebrate 30 episodes real soon. That's powerful. So you see what you have to look for. Yeah. We like to celebrate on Positive Power. We just celebrated 50 episodes with Lakeisha Mosley's show. And I think Pastor V just celebrated 50. So I think we're all about to celebrate 60-ish episodes. I think this is our third season. So we have some people who've been here for a while with Positive Power. So we hope we'll be able to keep Veronica around for a long time so she can share her wisdom and give us those beautiful prayers every week. Amen.
Thank you. Amen. Right. Amen. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself tonight.
Good. It's been a while since the Batman did an interview someone. I've been just passing the baton and training people. That's all I've been doing. And God give us the ability to teach. And how sometimes you coming along through life and you wonder, you raise your family, you try to do your best with your kids. A lot of us just winging it from what we learned from our parents. But it's interesting when he started giving you other skill sets, and you like, right. You really amaze yourself. And then you get a chance to watch these people actually prosper and get really, really good at what they're doing and even better than you, And it's so incredible.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
That's right. Some people come from teaching families. I have a real quick. I have a cousin. This guy, him and his father was like brilliant musicians. They play like every instrument, every genre, you name it. And I remember I used to sit in my cousin's bedroom and watch him put together song pieces in his room with equipment that he pieced together, using his instruments. And today he owns a private school out in Johannesburg, South Africa. Yeah. He teaches kindergarten through 12th grade. I think he has like 30 students, and they deal with math and science. Yep, math and science and health, of course.
Amazing.
Yeah, because he's a biology major, so of course health is thrown in there. All right, so shout out to him, Mr. Majors. What's going on, sir? I know he's listening right now. He's probably working on my new song. Actually, he's our producer also. He produces our music that I was just talking about with our music group. That's right. Yeah, that's our producer, our engineer. All right. Well, it's time to get out of here. Again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and keep Veronica in your prayers as she journeyed through podcasting. I love it. You're gonna love it. So anytime you got any questions, just text me. Batman's up 24 hours, so just hit me up.
Okay. I most definitely will.
All right, y'all. So
thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. So we're going to go out on my song until we get her song together. So we will get it together. Amen. All right, everybody. Right. Have a good night. And thank you for tuning in. Hang around for Paula G, the voice. Amen.
I sure will.
All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. Welcome to Positive Power Double XI Christian Media. All right, stay tuned. Coming up at 11 o'clock, we got a little bit of Paula G coming your way, which you can hear her coming from Survival Radio. It's okay. That's our mentor, our hero. And we keep him in prayer. All right, stand by and listen to another song by Mr. Steve. That's right, Mr. David P. Stevens.